Yeah, so I'm eating these this French toast and these pancakes, and I'm just getting syrup all over my fucking beard, my mouth, my hands. And then my wife or somebody, maybe one of the kids, probably my wife, complained about how she's like, "Oh, you're getting syrup all over yourself." So then I just reached into the bowl and I grabbed a handful of syrup and butter and I just slathered it on my face and my chest like sunscreen. I just wiped syrup all through the hair on my chest and my stomach and all through my beard and my forehead and my face. And on the top of my head, I was just rubbing butter in my hair. Texture thing too. It's a texture thing too. Think of it, kosher salt on it, steak or salt nuggets on pretzel. It's not the same, just making the dessert sweeter because the sugar hits your tongue. Yeah, there's something to definitely be said for that kind of umami. You like that salty and sweet. Yeah, so I rubbed all this syrup and butter everywhere. My kids are losing their minds laughing. My wife is like mad at me. Not really. Like she's like, oh, okay. It was just, it had also been a while since I had just been weird. Kids were little, whatever stuff was going on. Oh, hey, Frey. I don't know how Vaplo. I don't know when you joined, Frey, but I'm talking about a time when my kids were little. And then I was eating pancakes and French toast with my hands, and then I rubbed the syrup and the butter. I took my shirt off, and I rubbed it all on my hair. I had butter and syrup on my face and my beard, all over my chest and stomach. I got to the point where I remember putting my hand on my stomach, holding it there for a second. And then as I pulled my hand away from my stomach, my skin stayed attached to my hand from the syrup. And as I pulled it, a half inch away from my stomach, the skin was just stretched out from my chest and my stomach, stuck to my hand. Made a huge mess, syrup everywhere. My kids lost their minds laughing because I was just hamming it up. They're just being silly, doing whatever I could. No, this is in this is in our dining room, just at our table. I wouldn't take my shirt off in a Denny's. The Denny's is whatever. I guess they probably wouldn't care to Denny's, but yeah. So I did all that. The kids laughed it up. I ate like a pig. I think there was sausage too. My wife, I think we made sausage too. So, oh, by the way, I love this weird, there's the Rancor hands popping out from behind. There's a tent. There's a bunch of cages. This house to me feels like Crespo was like, oh, I got 100 cages. What do I do with them? And we got this room. This room is great. I love this fucking mess of a room. Let me turn my hood off. I love this mess of a room. Just bones and animals and skulls in every fucking cage. Fire. Look at this fucking cat is being roasted. Oh my God. He's cooking this cat. What is this room? What is this room? Got the big old boy up there. Oh, well, I guess cats don't howl, huh? But man, I love this room. What is this? Oh, it's the pink couch, the divan, right? It has the pink couch with that's interesting. The vault from Harry Potter. Yes, the Bellatrix vault. It's a Gurk. I feel like a Gurk is a cat. You're saying that's supposed to be like a dog? Is that the argument you're making? That a Gurk is, let's see, %RT? Pet deed. All right, it's in a house. Let's see. Gurk. Tangible pet deed. Gurk. Appearance. Gurk hue. Yeah, not sure. So I think you're making the mistake, Frey, of saying that a cat is only the feline domesticus, right? A house cat. A cat is a feline. It's the family. It's a genus. So saying cat could be a tiger is a cat. A lion is a cat. A bobcat is a cat. I mean, it's called a fucking bobcat. It's a cat. I would say a Gurk is a cat. Oh God, there's the Cadu back there. How are you telling me that this fucker is not in a cat family? Look at this. It looks like a fucking saber-toothed tiger. There's no way. Are you saying that this is like a dog more than a cat? This is a cat, bro. Look at this fucking thing. It's got tusks like a saber-toothed tiger. Its claws are more cat-like, right? Dogs don't have claws like that. But you know, hold on, let's see what the nerds say. Let me just Google Gurk. See what comes up. Gurk, Wikipedia. Let's see, what does Wikipedia say? Loading, and it's a fucking fandom site, so it's going to take forever. Gurks were a species of predatory carnivores native to the forest moon of Endor. They had sharp fangs and tusks. The Ewok Tebow wore the skull of Gurk and his head despite the risks posed by the hat's fangs. Whenever the Ewoks managed to take down one such beast, they celebrated by throwing a feast, which was usually included a special green gravy made with fresh Endorian herbs. Doesn't say. It says it's carnivore. I need to know. Come on. What do you mean, thank you very much, you rest your case? Inconclusive. It says a predatory carnivore. Is a tiger not a predatory carnivore? You don't know what the hell you're talking about, goddammit. So Deacon says, do you have a favorite musical artist? I know it's not a practical question. So hard. No, I don't know if I have a favorite. You're right. It's hard to pick, right? I don't even have a favorite genre of music. Depending on my mood, my emotions, where I'm at, what energy, whatever, I could listen to most things. And then things that I don't like, I'm not going to shit on them, but I just realized things aren't for me. So what we're listening to right now is a band called Emancipator, which is like, you can hear it's pretty relaxing. The reason I chose Emancipator, one is I just like listening to them, but also I learned about the band Emancipator from a player on Basilisk. She recommended them to me. She told me about one of their songs and I liked it, and then I checked out their album and I liked it. And then, I remember our new album came out at one point in time and we talked about that. She's like, oh, new Emancipator album. And I was like, yeah, I got it too. It's good, right? When someone on Baz would ask me if I can tame them that cat from Endor and then say Gurk, I'd ignore them on the spot. Okay. Well, you're welcome to ignore me, my friend, because that's a fucking cat, okay? It's 100% a feline cat. I bet if I open up Sinter's IF model, IFF editor, and we looked at the fucking skeleton and the animations underneath, it's cat animations and cat skeleton. I bet if you do %RT for the racial the race of your target, that chat variable, it's not going to say fucking hurtin'. It's going to say some fucking cat.